Greetings everyone, welcome to the channel. We are the Lion Gaming crew, and in this Diablo 3 non-seasonal video, we're going to be taking a look at the triple Sanctified Amulets now available in both softcore and hardcore for PlayStation consoles. Don't worry Xbox players, we see you and we are working hard to add these to Xbox before the end of the week, which would be Friday. So yeah, man, without any further ado, actually wait, no, you know what? I gotta shout out each and every single one of the subscribers to the channel, man. We're so close to 1,000 subs. I'm really hoping we can hit it by Christmas, as that would be like totally amazing, man. But if not, though, we're super close anyways, so I really appreciate you guys and each and every single member of the Discord community. Without your guys' support, literally none of this would be possible, so truly thank you all. And without further ado, let's go ahead and show off these amulets, shall we? So, first up, we've already seen this one. This is the Apex amulet that was shown in a video. I believe that came out last week for the Demon Hunter. So we're just going to kind of scroll down for those of you who haven't seen it. I'm going to try to go slow. I'm not going to read all of the affixes because in this video would take forever. But these do include multiple soul shard affixes as well as legendary bonuses, as well as being triple sanctified. So it does have every single one of the sanctified affixes. This one has the strafe one on there, which is dope. It also has, the Vengeance one as well, and the Cluster Arrow one for the Demon Hunter. So it's pretty good amulet. It's got a lot of the ethereal weapon affixes found in the editor to kind of make sure that these are, in line with all of the other gear that we produce. On top of all of that, you get good reduced cooldown of all skills and resource cost reduction, while giving you a little bit of percent damage to the enemies, as well as that 25% movement speed, because these are all built on top of the PvP amulet, which gives you 8,000 to all stats, which is pretty nice. Next up, we got Coffin. This is for the Necromancer. So this is a new one, never before seen. We'll just quickly, let you guys take a look at all of the affixes up there at the top, and then we'll kind of scroll down. These are pretty dope because they have a lot of percent life on there, which is really, really good. You also get life per hit as well as percent gold from monsters. You get thorns damage, and they all ignore durability loss, so you never have to worry about losing it to the blacksmith. On top of all of that, though, pretty much identical to the Demon Hunter one, including those soul shard affixes, as well as legendary bonuses, as well as those ethereal affixes found in the editor, which is great. The first sanctified affix for this one is the Army of the Dead one, followed up by the Golem one, and then finally we got the Death Nova one down here towards the bottom, which is pretty great, man. I really, really like these amulets because it's the first time that I've ever tried to triple sanctify like a single piece of gear, which is great. I've never been able to do it before, and I figured, now is a better time as any to try this out. So we got a 50.2% for the reduced cooldown of all skills, 44.7 for that resource cost reduction, which is just absolutely insane. Next up, we got Glacier. This is for the wizard. So yeah, pretty good. It's got cold, fire, lightning, and arcane skill damage, which is pretty great. This one also has percent life and percent gold from monsters. It also ignores durability loss. This one's really, really good too, because all of these ethereal affixes really can make or break a build. And when we put a lot of them onto one piece of gear, like shown here, it just makes it so you can choose really any skill combination and have it be viable. Now with modded gear, it's like that anyways, but just having everything on one piece of gear, I feel like gives you more freedom and more player choices, which is pretty much the whole reason behind having modded gear in the first place, is to allow those lower tiered builds to become viable and to be able to do the same content that the S tier and A tier builds can handle. So the first sanctified affix on this piece of gear is the Storm Armor one, and then next up I believe is the Arcane Orb, and then follow that up with the Magic Missile one, which is great, man. Yeah, these are super potent. This one has a lower percent cooldown of all skills and resource cost reduction, but the wizard does have a metric crap ton of ethereal affixes in the editor, so that's kind of why, some classes have more than the others, so it's just kind of depends on how many we have to stack on there, and then make sure we also get the percent damage to all skills, which is can take up a little bit of room. Next up, we got Herald. This is for the Crusader. It has, you know, critical damage, life per hit, percent damage to all Crusader skills, increases wrath regen by 2 per second, which is not too bad at all. You get gold from monsters, thorns damage. Killing an enemy reduces the cooldown of Steed's charge by 1 second, which is pretty great, man. Steed's charge is like awesome. Freaking love that skill. But the first Sanctified affix on this piece of gear is the Blessed Hammer, and then follow that up with the Falling Sword one, and then after that it's the Fist of the Heavens, man, one. So that's pretty great. Yeah, this is probably my favorite one because I just made a brand new Crusader. Oh, sorry, man, I'm tripping, bro. The last one is going to be the Falling Sword one that allows you to descend from the sky with 2 archangels that can cast Consecration and Condemn. I honestly think that's the coolest Sanctified affix they added, just because of the fact that you can get archangels into the game, which is pretty great. But yeah, man, scrolling on down, you know, we got tons of stuff for the Crusader here. 23.5% for the reduced cooldown of all skills, 15% for that resource cost reduction. Moving on into Infection. Now, this is for the Witch Doctor. You're going to notice right away that it doesn't have percent damage to all Witch Doctor skills. If you guys are new here to the channel, it is because the Witch Doctor is a little bit different than the other classes. It doesn't have a set percent damage to all skills like the other classes do in the editor. Instead, it has 200% damage to all Voodoo, Decay, and secondary skills. So it might be a little bit more powerful than the other classes because instead of 100% damage, you're getting 200% damage, but it's only to select skill trees. So it's kind of a take it as it is thing. It's I wish there was just you know, a percent damage to all Witch Doctor skills like the other classes, but it's okay. You know, you can't have everything. So scrolling on down, the first Sanctified affix on this one is the Locust Swarm / Hunt one, which is pretty good. And then going on down, we got the Horrify, becomes an Aura Sanctified affix. And then scrolling down a little bit more, we got the 2 Gargantuans and 3 Zombie Dogs Sanctified affix for the Witch Doctor. And 35% for both the reduced cooldown of all skills and the resource cost reduction. Next up, we got Juggernaut. This is for the Barbarian. Pretty good, solid amulet right here. It's got 1000 to all stats. You can increase move speed after killing an elite pack by 30% for 7 seconds. And the first Sanctified affix on this piece of gear, I believe, is going to be the Whirlwind one, but we will see as we get, yeah. Whirlwind pulls in and holds all enemies within 25 yards. Next up, we got the Hammer of the Ancient Sanctified affix, which is totally awesome. And then finally, we got the hitting enemies generate stacks of Tempest Rhythm, which is pretty decent. It's not my favorite one for the Barbarian, but it's good nonetheless. 35% for both the reduced cooldown of all skills and resource cost reduction. And next up, we got Unity for the Monk. So you're going to see 100% damage to all Monk skills. You get 6 Spirit per second, and you get 7 Spirit per critical hit, which is pretty decent. Gold health pickup radius is increased by 10 yards. This is the only one that we are allowed to put that on there because of the way that the monk skills work in the editor. So scrolling on down, you know, standard stuff, soul shard affixes and ethereal affixes. So, you know, pretty standard, kind of in line with the other pieces of gear. But the first Sanctified affix on this piece of gear is going to be the Wave of Light one. And then scrolling on down, we got the All Way of the 100 Fist Combo Punch one. And then after that, we got, I believe it's the target of your 7-sided strike is barraged with spiritual punches for 15 seconds. This can only affect one enemy at a time. Honestly, for the monk, I think my favorite one is going to be the Way of the 100 Fists one. I just think that Sanctified affix allows you to get some crazy, insane rift times if you use the right skills. 35% for the reduced cooldown of all skills, 41.5% for that resource cost reduction. And yeah, that is the last triple Sanctified amulet we have to show for you guys. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely let me know by either dropping a like, or if you're new here and you end up liking the content style of these videos and you want to see more just like it, maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button. As like I said earlier in the video, we're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'd really love to have you in our community. So with that, man, again, thank you all for watching. If you made it all the way till the end, you're an absolute legend, and I really, really appreciate your support. And again, if you're looking for any of the gear shown in this video, it is being given away for absolutely free. All you need to do is hit that link in the description, sign up for Discord if you're not already a member, and put in a request. You get one request per 24 hours. We have a boatload of gear. We got cosmetics. We've got everything you could possibly think of, and we'd love to have you in our Discord community. So with that, man, hope to catch you all in a future video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and last but not least, stay gaming. Lion Gaming Crew, signing out.